Good evening, everybody. Uh, After a long gap, we have started our classes. We resumed our classes. So today we have a prominent person, okay, Professor Vijaya Bharathi Garu among us, senior professor at Yogi Vemana University, Department of Commerce. So Madam will going to teach financial management for you. In this connection, I request Dr. Mastani Garu to introduce about Madam Garu, our class students. Thank you.
Good evening, one and all. It's my pleasure to read out the profile of my beloved Guru, Professor Vijaya Bharathi Garu. She started her career as part-time lecturer in 1998. Later on, she worked as academic consultant in erstwhile SVU PG Center from 1999 to 2007. She was appointed as assistant professor in the Department of Commerce in 2007, then promoted as associate professor in 2019. At present, she is professor in the Department of Commerce. Coming to the research experience, major research project worth of 7,52,000 was handled by her, which was sanctioned by University Grants Commission, New Delhi. 3 PhDs were awarded in her guidance, 6 are ongoing. 3 MPhils were guided by her. More than 320 student projects for MCom and MBA were guided by Dr. Bharathi Garu. Coming to the Dr. Bharathi Garu's publications, 6 books were published by her. 49 articles were published in various national and international journals. 19 book chapters were published by Bharathi Garu in different book chapters. Administrative experience. In administrative experience, she has her own mark, proving that she can do anything with her hard work. At present, she is holding the position of head in Department of Commerce, chairperson, Board of Studies, coordinator for finance section, director, internal complaints cell, coordinator for socio, culture and extracurricular activities. Previously, she worked as head in charge for Department of Commerce, as a deputy warden for ladies hostel, NSS program officer, ODF coordinator, coordinator for e-office, stock verification officer, additional controller of examination. Coming to her awards, she has received the prominent award Senior Woman Educator and Scholar Award in 2019 from National Foundation for Entrepreneurship Development. She has membership in various prestigious bodies like Indian Accounting Association, Indian Commerce Association, Indian Red Cross Society, Preventive Commerce Professors. Programs are there. Nearly 14 programs were organized by Dr. Bharathi Garu, 7 seminars, 2 workshops, 3 awareness programs, 1 webinar, 1 virtual seminar. Extracurricular and extension services. She has been a member of High Power Inspection Committee, advisory member for District Planning Committee, convener for BS meeting, expert in MBA and Vivavas. In social services, she has her own mark in creating awareness in blood donation camps for industrial tours, and has been women caretaker for various celebrations, and has been coordinator for the college committee activities. She has more than 25 years of experience in the teaching field. Thank you very much, madam, for being part of our classes, and we are very awaiting for our classes, madam. Sir?
Madam, you please unmute yourself, madam. Professor, madam.
Yes.
Unmute చేసుకోండి మేడం ఒకసారి మీ వాయిస్ మీరు మ్యూట్ లో ఉన్నారు. విజయభారతి మేడం మీరు అన్మ్యూట్ చేసుకోండి ప్లీజ్.
మేడం,
is it visible now?
Madam, not yet shared.
Okay.
Yes, now yeah, madam.
Okay. Is it
now
visible
it is,
now?
Yes. Yeah.
Don't laugh. Here, only for the sort of fun, I put this cat image. And coming to the slide. This is my first slide about the introduction of the financial management. Here, everybody finance is required. Everybody money is required. Everybody with regard to the money and finance, they need to manage in proper way. If we fail to manage in proper way, definitely we are going to lose something, sometimes maximum. That's why man is a social animal. Every human being needs money. If we want to earn money, there is no other way. Only the way is doing something, involving in any income generating activities. If we involve in any income generating activities, then we will get the money in the form of profit or salary, wage. There are different terms. So in whichever the form, whatever the nature of the activity we are engaging, to that they are paying some amount. In that way, we are getting money. So now man is earning some amount for the purpose of themselves. If they want to live in a proper way with comfortable life, they need definitely the money. If they need to earn that money, they need to involve in the organization, or they need to involve in any income generating activity. After involving that only, they can get the money either in the form of profit or salary or wage or commission, rent, etc. fee. Like, so here money is the major problem. Money makes many things enter. So that means if we want to earn the money, definitely we need to spend some money. If I am going to do my job at somewhere, then in the form of salary I will get. That salary is not enough to many families to survive their families. That's why they want to do other businesses also, side businesses. In addition to that salaried income, they need to earn some more money through the form of some side businesses. If I want to do one side business, definitely I need to invest now something else, something. So from where I need to get that amount, in which manner I need to invest, on which nature of business I need to invest. After investing the amount, how I manage that business in order to get the profitability, in order to reap the profitability. All these are the bigger tasks, Herculean task to all the people who don't have the efficiency, who don't have the proper knowledge to manage their businesses or to manage money also. That's why money is the most important element to all of the people. Though he is the human being or though he is the businessman, there is a need to take care of that money. Now, after having the clarification of the money, money is not the simple task. Though whatever the amount we spend, it is not that much of easy again to get the money, lump sum amount. It involves lot of risk. When we are ready to face that risk in the businesses or in whatever the task we are engaging, definitely there is a reward for us in the form of profits. If we avoid such type of risk, there is no question of earning the money. That's why when we are ready to take the higher risk, definitely we are eligible to take the higher returns. If we don't wish to take the higher risk, it's not possible to get the returns also. When higher risk is there, when we came to know about that risk is there in my business, why don't I take that risk? If I fail to take that risk, there is no chance of getting profits now. Then why I need to take that risk? Like that, if we hesitate, if we don't the management of money in proper way, if we don't know about all those in proper way, then definitely we don't have the right to earn the returns also. That's why whatever the money we have, at first we need to manage that money. We need to proper use of that money in proper on proper purposes in order to get the returns. That's why management of finance or management of money is one of the most crucial ingredient to all the businesses and also to all the human beings for the purpose of earning more money. So here we need to observe the differences. A very little bit of differences is there in between of one to one. Here money, finance, investment, all are same. There is no difference. So in the form of finance also, we are thinking money. We are making use of that money. In the form of investment also, we are making use of that money. Without the money support, there is no question of finance. There is no question of investment. In all these three, money matter is there. But where this differences came for the purpose at the time of usage of that money and the purposes for which we are using that money, there only the differences are there. So at first, money is nothing but currency it's near cash assets, whatever it is. And coming to the finance. So finance, we try to do any one of the business. We need money. We required money. Whenever money, in the sense that it is not, if we want to do one profit earning business, it's not the simple matter now with the help of hundreds or thousands. So it is not possible to start the business. That's why we need to have some amount, some bulk amount. From where I get that bulk amount? If I have the money, plenty of money, what is the need of doing business? What is the need of joined as the employee at somewhere? Whenever we are facing the problem of that finance, problem of that money, then only we try to do something. So in the aspect of that, if we try to start a business, there is a need to have some amount at first. If I don't have my personal money, then I need to approach to somebody else for the purpose of arranging the finance, for the purpose of arranging the money. For what purpose I am approaching somebody else to take the amount or to arrange the money? For the purpose of my business, to invest in my business, at first I need finance. That finance is to be provided by somebody else in the form of lending process. So if I required money, I approach to lender and I ask some amount and I promised something else there, and I will take that amount in the form of lending. Now I arranged the finance. Now I arranged some money. Now that money is there in my hand. Now I try to invest that amount in the business. Whatever the business I am choosing, I choose on that business, I try to invest. So before investing that amount, before spending that amount on the business, up to the amount keep in our hand, that means businessman hand, after arrangement of the fund from the lender, that process and the time, the duration, and whatever the amount is called, the pooled of money, arranged money is called, it's nothing but finance. Simply procurement of money for the purpose of business is nothing but finance. In more simple manner, arrangement of money or procurement of money through the form of lending for the purpose of meeting a particular task, income generating task. That is nothing but called as the finance. So first thing is money. Money means just if you have the amount, either it is 10 rupees, 100 rupees, 1000 rupees, that is nothing but called as the money. But finance means it is, if we have the amount of 1000 rupees, it's not called as finance. When we gathered that same 1000 rupees for the purpose of meeting a particular task, that means income generating activity, then only that amount will be called as the finance. Now coming to the investment. Investment means after gathering the amount, after arranging the fund from many sources, now it is the time to invest the money in my business. Before going to invest that money, at first I need to take the decision whether it is long term in nature or short term in nature, in which form I need to invest. So whatever may be, for what purpose we are investing, again we are for the purpose of earning returns only we are investing, through the form of shares, through the form of debentures, in which form if I need to invest, I will get the money. All these topics, all these issues are arised in this investment. So here investment is nothing but allocation of the amount or the spending of the arranged money for meeting a profitable task. In whichever the form, whether we need to invest on long-term assets or whether we need to invest on short-term assets, whatever may be the nature, once we invest that amount, definitely in return, we are expecting some returns. For the purpose of expecting return, now I am investing the money. I am spending the money. That is nothing but called as the investment. Here investment in shares kavachu, or investment in debentures kavachu, investment in some other, some long-term bond, short-term bonds, money market instruments, whatever may be the nature of the nature of that instruments, ఎక్కడ ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేసినా దాన్ని ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ అంటాం. ఫర్ వాట్ పర్పస్ అక్కడ ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాం, in return we try to get some fund, some amount, whether it in the form of interest or in the form of dividend. These are the major differences between money, finance and investment. Now coming to the business finance versus corporate finance. What is the meaning of business finance? And what is the meaning of corporate finance? Many authors are expressing their views with regard to this business finance and corporate finance. There is no difference in these two. Both are similar in nature, but there is difference here also. So what is that major difference between these two? Means business finance includes lot, but corporate finance is very limited. So business finance means either that is sole proprietor business or partnership business or the company, for whatever the purposes. If we raise the finance, if we arrange the money, that is nothing but called as the business finance. But coming to this corporate finance, there is no question of sole proprietorship partnership. Only for the purpose of company, if we raise the fund from the common public, that is nothing but called as the corporate finance. So here itself, I provided the clear-cut picture. Business finance covers sole proprietorship, partnership, and company. But corporate finance is restricted only to one, that is nothing but as company finance. So if a question came in your examinations, with competitive examinations, which is broader, like, then you need to say business finance is the broader one than the corporate finance. Corporate finance is one of the aspect in the business finance. There is no individuality to this corporate finance. It includes in the business finance. That's why I found somewhere in one year question paper about this business finance and corporate finance. Is there any difference? Both are similar words are not like. That's why I put this slide. Now coming to the financial management, introduction of the financial management. Now FM means financial management here. So in this, financial management is nothing but financial management. Two important tasks are there in this. Finance is nothing but the money. So financial means monetary related matters. Management means managing, and that means supervising the money matters, or getting things done through the people is the simple definition of the management. Here, which type of things are getting through the people? All financial related matters are to be done by one person, with the help of one person, in proper way, in an efficient manner. Then only one person is required to supervise all these things. That person is called as the financial manager. The process of getting things done, all finance related matters are monitoring in most efficient manner, is nothing but called as the financial management. Here I mentioned something. Financial management mainly involves raising a fund and their effective utilization with the objective of maximizing the shareholder wealth. For what purpose this financial management is needed? At first, to whom this financial management is needed? To being as the housewife, I also need financial management. After each month, starting of the month, my husband gives some amount for me for the purpose of family expenditure. Now I need to show my total efficiency in that managing of that money for all the things in the family. Like to a student, college student also, some amount is to be given for maintenance of throughout the month from their father. That pocket money will be managed by that student for certain period. Like each and every persons are needed this management, financial management. Though simple person, simple student or housewife, who are the women's, small businessmen, all these people are needed this financial management. For that purpose, is they appoint one financial manager? If they don't have the knowledge of managing the finance in proper way, in profitable way, is there any chance to manage one person separately for the purpose of financial management? There is no such issue is arised with regard to the human beings and with regard to the small nature of the business organizations. But once we established a large scale business, once we started a business in a huge manner, we spend lot of money on that. For the purpose of spending that much of lakhs of money for long-term period, if we arrange some fund from somewhere, if we fail to manage that fund in that business, then who is going to face that loss? Who is going to face that risk? Owner is going to face that risk. That's why large scale organizations point of view, definitely their attention is to be there on the financial management. Being as the general manager, though they have the little bit knowledge of financial management, though they have the responsibility and the threat of this earning losses, still it is not possible to the owner to monitor, to supervise all the things in all aspects of the business. That's why before going to invest the amount, based on that quantum of amount and based on the period of the business organization, at first only they need to take the right decision of appointing a person as the financial manager. Now, whatever the role is to be performed by the financial manager is nothing but financial management. So here, what is my main point is, financial management is required to each and everybody, human beings, small scale business organization and large scale business organizations. But only some of the business people are come forward to appoint a person, especially for managing finance related matters, not by all the people. So who are coming forward to manage, to take the help of this financial manager means whoever are starting their businesses with n number of amount, large amount for long over period of time, that is large scale organization, they come forward to appoint a person as the financial manager. That's why financial management is required mainly to the large scale organization people. If they have the wish to maintain financial manager also, then by the small scale business organization people also, they focus their intention on financial manager and they appoint one person to supervise the things. In most simple manner, for what purpose financial management is manager is appointed by the large scale organizations? By not wasting of the money, by not facing the risk of loss, for the purpose of managing, supervising very efficient manner each and every rupee of the amount, investment amount, purposefully, these persons are to be appointed. And what is the use with this efficient use of the fund means? After efficient usage of the fund, definitely we are going to receive the profitability. That profitability is to be enjoyed by the owner itself. That's why if they definitely want to earn some profitability, at first they need to appoint person, financial manager, and then only through the process of that financial management, they are able to get the good returns. That's why here, with the objective of maximizing shareholders' wealth. Who are the shareholders? Owners of the business. So for the purpose of maximizing of the shareholders' wealth, financial management is to be properly managed by the financial manager. How, in which manner? When we get maximum profits, from that maximum amount is to be paid in the form of dividend, or maximum amount is to be paid to the interest on the debentures. Now, in other words, financial management plays a key role in maximization of the owner's wealth. So without the help of this financial management, it's not possible to run our business in wealthy manner. After meeting all the expenditure, interest to the debenture holders, dividend to the preference shareholders, the ultimate amount only earned by the owner, real owner of the business. If he failed to manage that business, then there is no chance of getting the returns to the last person. To the last person means to the equity shareholders. Whatever the amount they get, minimum profitability they get, that is to be sufficient only to pay the interest, that is to be sufficient only to pay the preference dividend. There is no question of returns to the original owners of the business. That's why each and every person, that means each and every large scale organization people, they definitely appoint one person as the financial manager. So now in other words, financial management plays a key role in maximization of the owner's wealth means చివరి వరకు ఈక్విటీ షేర్ హోల్డర్ వరకు profits ని వాళ్ళు డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ చేసుకోవాలి అంటే they need to earn much more amount. Then only there is a possibility to enjoy the benefits by the equity shareholders also. With the thought of that only, they appoint the person and they focused this financial management as the main task in their businesses. Now, financial management includes 3 A's. ఇప్పుడు కొన్ని బుక్స్లలో కొంతమంది ఆథర్స్ 3 A's 7 M's అని చెప్తున్నారు కానీ బేసికల్ గా ఫైనాన్షియల్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ ఇస్ ఇన్క్లూడ్స్ 3 A's. వాట్ ఆర్ దోస్ 3 A's? Many of you know about all this. Anticipating financial needs. Anticipating means expecting how much amount I need. If I want to start one business, at first, before going to know about what amount is required, is it possible to me to take the loan from somebody else? Is it possible to me to approach any financial institution to take the loan? It's not possible. At first, before going to start the business, first I need to measure, I need to estimate how much amount I require, for what purposes I require. Like at first, the prime duty of the financial manager is anticipating the financial needs. If I want to start the business, if owner want to start the business, which is the nature of the business and what is the amount we require to start that business, for machinery, for staff, and for raw material, for other purposes. What are the various financial needs linked to that business? Each financial requirement, how much it costs, and altogether how much amount I need to gather from somebody else, or how much amount I need to arrange. That is the primemost duty of the financial manager. So that first A represents anticipating financial needs, and the second A represents acquiring financial resources. After anticipating the amount, how much I need, for what purposes how much amount I need to spend, after noticing that, the immediate task is acquiring the resources. Acquiring the resources means arrangement of fund. Now, financial, how much, and suppose 10 lakhs I need, and through the anticipating of financial needs task, I came to know 10 lakhs is required. Now, this 10 lakhs is not there with me. Only 1 lakh is there with me. Rest of the 9 lakhs I need to arrange. From where? There are many sources. Through in that many sources, among all those many sources, which source is profitable, which source is less risky to arrange the fund, that I need to decide. Now, in this acquiring financial resources, before going to acquire, first I need to know what is what, which is risky, which is cheaper, and which is very easy. Like we need to know about all this. After knowing that, then through a proper source, less risky source, cheaper source, then I will try to arrange the fund. So in this acquiring financial resources, what is my duty? I am arranging the fund from proper financial organizations or financial institutions or proper sources. నేను ఫండ్ ని అక్వైర్ చేసుకుంటున్నాను. ఫస్ట్ వన్, how much amount I required, I came to know. Now, to that amount, the second one, I am acquiring the resources from different sources. The cheapest source, that is most less risky sources nunchi I am acquiring the resource. And then the third important one is allocating the funds in the businesses. Whatever the fund I acquired through proper sources, now I am going to allocate this fund as per that anticipation of financial needs, for machinery purpose, for employment purpose, for raw material purpose. I divided some amount, I collected the details. According to that, based on the current market prices at present, now I am allocating the fund to each and every section of the business. So now with this, financial management role is ended, isn't it? No. With this, no question of ending of this management role. Definitely, from this stage only, the real role of the financial manager is going to be start. So ivanni kuda evaraina cheyagalaru. Common person, common knowledge in the person, anticipation of financial needs, some more or less they will expect, and somehow whether it is a higher amount of costlier or higher amount of risk also we are going to arrange. And allocation of fund also more or less based on the market rates they are going to allocate. But at the time of managing the fund by the real people in the organization, in the sections, we need to have our focus. If we failed to observe that, if we failed to manage that, then everything is going to be happen there itself. That's why with these 3 years, the role of financial manager is not enough, not closed. Definitely, the next major role is to be there after this 3 years performance only. Now coming to the next. Amma, slide is not moving. Okay. Now we got. So now coming to the definition. So these definitions are there in many places in the websites, in the textbooks. Just I'll read out the definitions based on this author's opinions. According to the Van Haan and Vakovic, financial management is concerned with the acquisition, first A, financing, second A, and management of assets, third A, with some overall goal in mind. What is that overall goal in mind? Earning returns. Maximizing the returns is the overall growth. Maximizing the owner's wealth is the overall growth, overall goal. That's why with the goal of this, they are acquiring the fund, they are arranging the fund, they are anticipating the fund, arrangement of fund and management of fund is the prime duties of the financial management. All these are the prime areas in the financial management ani Van Haan ane ayana tana opinion ni express chesaru. Coming to the Joseph Massey, financial management is the operational activity of a business that is responsible for obtaining and effectively utilizing the funds necessary for efficient operations. In more broader manner, he explained about the importance of the financial management. He compared this financial management with the operational activity. Without this financial management, no productional activity is to be carried on. No work is to be getting into the progress. No amount is to be allocated to the sections. If no question of sanction, spending of the money, starting of the business organization, running of the activities, there is no question of the profitability. That's why financial management means like an operational activity. Once we spend the money, then only we'll purchase the machinery and we'll pay the salaries and we'll purchase the resources. We will run the business. Production will start. If we don't spend anything, if there is no question of financial management, no question of production also. That's why financial management is the operational activity of your business, which is responsible for obtaining and effectively utilizing, both for obtaining the returns and for effectively utilizing the funds. For what purpose? For efficient operations. Efficient operations means financial manager is the right person to perform the operations in a most efficient manner or profitable manner, whatever the amount is to be given by the owner. So this is the definition of the second. Now the main objectives of the financial management is profit maximization and wealth maximization. Now coming to the profit maximization. This is the first objective. No business can survive in the society without the term profit. If we are earning profits, then only we would like to continue the business. If we are getting loss, is it possible to continue the business? Now, one time we will wait and second time also we will wait. Third time, no question of continuation of the business if we are getting the losses continuously. That's why profit is the main element which is to be focused by all the business people. For the purpose of profit only, they are starting their businesses and they are taking the risk. So now, without the profit, no business can survive in the society. That's why each and every businesses must keep their objective is profit maximization. The first and prime most objective is profit maximization. This is the view in traditional point of view, not nowadays. Previous days, most of the businesses, not most, 100%, 100 businesses, they focus their intention on they keep their objective profit maximization. They focus their intention also on the profit. But nowadays, businessmen's mentality is to be changed a little bit. And they focused on customer satisfaction, not profit maximization. Indirectly, though they focused on customer satisfaction, at first they expect that profits. They satisfy with that profits. then only they will focus on the customer satisfaction. So that very brilliantly nowadays businessmen are keeping their objective as the customer satisfaction. Though they keep customer satisfaction, first they achieve, they cross the stage of that profits, then only they afterwards only they will think of that customer satisfaction. So whatever may be the present scenario, now coming to this profit maximization objective, what is the meaning of profit maximization? Maximizing the profitability. That means increasing the profitability to a targeted level. Increasing the profitability without any target, that is not to be called as profit maximization. Increasing the profitability to a targeted level in a period of time, within the period of time. That means within 1 year, I want to earn 1 lakh amount of profit. That is my target. If I fixed that target, if I cross that limit also within 1 year, then definitely I achieved profit maximization objective of mine. I can proudly say that. Now I achieved 1 lakh target, but not within the 1 year. In the second step, I achieved 1 lakh target, but not within the 1 year. I'll take 1 year, 3 months of time. Now, is anybody can say, is I achieved my profitability? My objective of profit maximization? No, definitely not. So within the time period, 1 year period, whenever I achieved that 1 lakh amount of profitability, then only myself, I will proudly say about that. I will try to say proudly about that profit. I achieved that profit maximization objective. That is profit maximization means దీని మీద కూడా మీకు బిట్ రావచ్చమ్మా. ప్రాఫిట్ maximization definition అడుగుతారు. Increasing the profitability to a certain extent to the targeted level within the period of time. When we reached that stage, then only profit maximization అక్కడ అచీవ్ అయిందని చెప్పొచ్చు. Now here the next task is 1 lakh profits ని అక్కడ అచీవ్ చేస్తున్నాం మనం. ఆ 1 lakh profits అనేది in what sense we earned that 1 lakh. ఈ 1 lakh లో what nature of profit is involved అనేది మనకి మళ్ళీ ఒక బిగ్గర్ టాస్క్. దానికోసమే ప్రాఫిట్ కెన్ బి యూజ్డ్ ఇన్ 2 సెన్సెస్. వన్ ఈజ్ ఓనర్ ఓరియంటెడ్ కాన్సెప్ట్, అనదర్ వన్ ఈజ్ ఆపరేషనల్ కాన్సెప్ట్. దీని మీద కూడా మీకు బిట్స్ రావచ్చు. ఓనర్ ఓరియంటెడ్ కాన్సెప్ట్ మీన్స్ ఇట్ రెఫర్స్ ద అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ నెట్ ప్రాఫిట్ టు బి డిస్ట్రిబ్యూటెడ్ to the shareholders in the form of dividend. Profits అంటే జస్ట్ మనకి ఇప్పుడు మీకంతా కామర్స్ స్టూడెంట్స్ అయ్యింటే ట్రేడింగ్ అకౌంట్ లో వచ్చే ప్రాఫిట్ ని గ్రాస్ ప్రాఫిట్ అంట. సో ఆ ప్రాఫిట్ ని మనం డైరెక్ట్ గా సపోజ్ ఒక 1 lakh ప్రాఫిట్ మనకి ట్రేడింగ్ అకౌంట్ లో వస్తే 1 lakh ప్రాఫిట్ ని వీ కాంట్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ టు ద షేర్ హోల్డర్స్ యాజ్ ఇన్ ద ఫార్మ్ ఆఫ్ డివిడెండ్. అంత ప్రాఫిటే కదా డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ చెయ్యాలని. Again, a 1 lakh gross profit may be transferred to the profit and loss account. Then there also we deduct some of the office expenditure. After that we get some net profit. From that net profit also some key elements, some key expenses we try to deduct. Then only the rest of the profitability is eligible to take by the equity shareholders. Now ikkada owner oriented concept lo చివరన ఈక్విటీ షేర్ హోల్డర్స్ తీసుకునే ప్రాఫిట్ ఏదైతే ఉంటుందో ఆ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ లో ప్రాఫిట్స్ ని అంటే అంత ప్రాఫిట్స్ ని అంతవరకు చివరి వరకు అమౌంట్ ప్రాఫిట్స్ ని అందరికి ఇచ్చుకుంటూ వెళ్ళినా కూడా మిగిలేంత ప్రాఫిట్స్ ని మనం ఎర్న్ చేస్తే దాన్ని ఓనర్ ఓరియంటెడ్ కాన్సెప్ట్ అంటారు. ఓనర్ ఓరియంటెడ్ కాన్సెప్ట్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ ప్రాఫిట్ వాళ్ళు ఎర్న్ చేశారు అని. నౌ కమింగ్ టు ద సెకండ్ వన్ ఈస్ ఆపరేషనల్ కాన్సెప్ట్. ఈ ఆపరేషనల్ కాన్సెప్ట్ లో ఓన్లీ దిస్ ఆపరేషనల్ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాఫిట్ ఈస్ యూజ్డ్ టు మెజర్ ద ఎకనామిక్ ఎఫిషియన్సీ ఆఫ్ ద ఎంటర్ప్రైజ్. Economic efficiency means how much we spend, how much we receive. Only there itself the role is over. So whenever the receipt amount is more than the spent amount, that is nothing but called as the profit with regard to this operational point of view, operational concept point of view. Whenever excess receipts are there than the payments, that is nothing but called as the operational concept point of view profit. But this is not the real profit. Except receipt ఉన్నంత మాత్రాన except receipt ni, is it possible to pay the equity shareholders in the form of dividend? No, not at all. Only whenever more and more amount is there in the form of profit, after meeting all the nature of the expenditure, office, trading expenditure, office expenditure, and some other expenditures, write-offs. So after meeting of all this, paying of tax, still if any amount is in the form of surplus, that only eligible to the owner. That amount is to be enjoyed by the owner. So whenever such a type of situation is there in the organization, such type of profitability is there in the business, that is nothing but owner oriented concept of profit. And the operational profit means only they measure the things, both the things, receipt and payments. When receipt is more, operational concept of profit is there. When payments are more, there is no operational concept of profit is meted in the organization. Like that they can think. So I think you got my point, what I want to say, what I want to get clear in your minds. Now coming to the merits. In this profit maximization, whatever may be the objective we keep in our business, to our businesses, each and everyone, in one way it is plus, and in another way there is some minus. We are facing some of the problems. Like here, to this profit maximization also, there are some merits. In the same way, there are also some demerits, that is limitations. What are the merits? Profit maximization is the best criterion for decision making. If we are earning profitability, then only we are able to take the decision wisely. We are able to take the decisions to continue this business for next year also, to establish this business in other places because of this increased profitability. Like we are take this one as an advantage to the organization. When we are earning most of the profits, when we achieve the profit maximization objective, based on that achievement, we can take the decision for in another way. That means ఇంకొక బిజినెస్ ని ఎస్టాబ్లిష్ చేయాలన్నా, ఉన్న బిజినెస్ ని ఎక్స్టెండ్ చేయాలన్నా, we are going to take the decisions. So for the purpose of our analysis, profit maximization is to be act as the yardstick. That means one of the measurement tool to measure the performance of the business. If we found the performance is very good, then we take the right decision with regard to that, whether we want to extend or not. Now coming to the next, efficient allocation of scarce resources. Here, with the task of this profit maximization, financial manager kani, owner kani em chestaru, each and every resources which is available in the business is to be maximally utilized. By not wasting of time, by not wasting of material, by not wasting of any power, like that any other expenditure, each and every unit, each and every pulp of that resources is to be used maximally to the maximum extent. అలా యూజ్ చేసినప్పుడు వేస్టేజ్ ద్వారా సమ్ అమౌంట్ ని మనం సేవ్ చేసుకుంటున్నాము, వేస్టేజ్ ని కంట్రోల్ చేయడం ద్వారా, అండ్ టైం వేస్టేజ్ ని కంట్రోల్ చేయడం ద్వారా సమ్ ఆఫ్ ది అమౌంట్ ని సేవ్ చేసుకుంటున్నాం. లైక్ దిస్ డిఫరెంట్ సేవింగ్స్ ఇస్ టు బి యాడెడ్ టుగెదర్ అండ్ ప్రాఫిట్స్ ఆర్ టు బి మాక్సిమైజ్డ్. సో సెకండ్ వర్షన్ ఈస్ ప్రాఫిట్ మాక్సిమైజేషన్ అని మనం టైటిల్ పెట్టుకున్నాం కాబట్టి దెన్ we try to make use of that we try to achieve that profit maximization. In order to achieve that profit maximization, the only way is increasing sales, one task, reducing the cost, another task. Now here what we are doing, reducing the wastage is also another task. Now what we are doing, efficient allocation of the scarce resources. అక్కడ 10 యూనిట్స్ అవసరం అయితే మనం 9 యూనిట్స్ ని వాళ్ళకి సప్లై చేస్తాం సెక్షన్ లో. సో అక్కడ 9 యూనిట్స్ ని వాళ్ళు చాలా ప్రాంప్ట్ గా యూజ్ చేసి దెన్ వాళ్ళు మాక్సిమం వాళ్ళ వర్క్ ని ఫినిష్ చేస్తారు. లైక్ దట్ ఎఫిషియంట్ అలొకేషన్ ఆఫ్ స్కేర్స్ రిసోర్సెస్ ద్వారా డెఫినెట్లీ వి ట్రై టు అచీవ్ ద ప్రాఫిట్స్. అండ్ ప్రాఫిట్ మాక్సిమైజేషన్ వల్ల ఇది వన్ ఆఫ్ ది మెరిట్. అండ్ కమింగ్ టు ద నెక్స్ట్ వన్, థర్డ్ వన్, ఆప్టిమమ్ యూటిలైజేషన్ ఆఫ్ ద అవైలబుల్ రిసోర్సెస్. అక్కడ స్కేర్స్, ప్రీవియస్ పాయింట్ లో స్కేర్స్ రిసోర్స్ ఇస్ ద మెయిన్ టాస్క్. పాయింట్ అంతటికి కూడా మెయిన్ టాస్క్ is scarce resources. Whichever the resource is scarcely available, that can be properly, efficiently utilized by the efficient people. The total task is to be supervised by the financial manager. But third point lo, optimum utilization of the available resources. Ikkada scarce ani kaadu, whatever the resources are given by the owner, each and every resource must be optimally utilized. For example, if we take the machinery, so machinery hours, 8 hours machinery hours, machinery running hours is 8 hours. If labor is inefficient, they waste that machinery hours time. If they waste that machinery hours time in a day, next day ప్రీవియస్ డే లో నేను ఇంత వేస్ట్ చేశాను కదా, వర్క్ చేయలేదు కదా, ఈ రోజు దాన్ని యూజ్ చేసుకుందామని అనేది అనుకుంటున్నా, ఇట్స్ నాట్ పాసిబుల్. లైక్ టేక్ మీ యాజ్ అన్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ఎవ్రీ డే 2 క్లాసెస్ నాకు ఉంటాయి. 2 క్లాస్ లో 1 క్లాస్ ని నేను ఈ రోజు తీసుకోలేదు, నెక్స్ట్ డే వెళ్ళి లాస్ట్ క్లాస్ ని నేను తీసుకోవాలంటే ఇస్ ఇట్ పాసిబుల్ టు టేక్ దట్ ఎనర్జీ బ్యాక్ ఫ్రమ్ దట్ ఎస్టర్డే? Is it possible to take back of that time? It's not possible. So ala optimum utilization means whatever the resource is available for us, adi time kani, labor, work kani, energy kani, whatever it is, danni optimum use chestene మనం profitability cheseki possibility untundi. So that is third one. Now ensure the welfare of the shareholders, creditors. Shareholders means dividends maximum వాళ్ళకి పే చేయాలి అంటే profit maximization, if we earn, then only we are able to pay. That's why one of the merit is ensures the welfare of the shareholders. Welfare of the creditors. Creditors means they are supplying the raw material on credit basis to the organization. So on credit basis antunnamante, we need to pay the amount to them. The raw material cost we need to pay to them after earning the profits. If we achieve profit maximization, if we earn the profits, then we are ready to pay the amount to the creditors also. So creditors also taking advantage from this. Higher wages, labor are working in the organization. When we are in profit maximization stage, then we are able to pay higher wages to them, some benefits to them, additional benefits to them. Better quality of the products we are able to produce. Low price, we need to come down of the prices. Profits ni maximize చేసుకున్నాము అంటే ఆల్రెడీ చెయ్యాలి అంటే the first task is increasing the sales. ఊరికనే increase అవుతాయా sales? Definitely we need to bring down of the cost of the product, then only most of the customers come forward to purchase. When they come forward to purchase, then we are able to get the profits more and more. So akkada లోయర్ ప్రైజెస్ ని మెయింటైన్ చేయడము, బెటర్ క్వాలిటీ ప్రొడక్ట్స్ ని అవైలబుల్ గా పెట్టడము, ఇవన్నీ చేయడం ద్వారా ప్రాఫిట్స్ మాక్సిమైజ్ అవుతున్నాయి. ప్రాఫిట్స్ మాక్సిమైజ్ అవుతున్నాయి అంటే డెఫినెట్లీ వి ట్రై టు ఎక్స్పాండ్ అవర్ బిజినెస్. ఈ 1000 యూనిట్స్ కి ఇంత ప్రాఫిట్ వచ్చిందంటే నెక్స్ట్ టైం 2000 యూనిట్స్ ని ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేద్దాం. లైక్ దట్ ఐ కెన్ ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ యాజ్ అ బిజినెస్ మెన్, ఐ కెన్ ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ టు ఎర్న్ సంథింగ్. దట్స్ వై 1000 ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేసేదానికి ఉన్న ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్, 2000 యూనిట్స్ ని ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేయడానికి అవసరమయ్యే ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్ డెఫినెట్ గా అక్కడ రీచ్ అవుతాయా, ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతాయా? So that more employment opportunities also possible when we try to expand our business activity from one unit to another unit, from one level to another level of production units. So these are all the benefits of the profit maximization. Now coming to the limitations. So here, though how much of the advantages are there, benefits are there with this profit maximization, definitely some of the loopholes are to be there, some of the problems are to be there, limitations are to be there. As part of that, one of the limitation is time factor ignored. So here all the time we are keeping our intention, our attention on maximizing the profitability. We don't bother about the time, how much we are taking, how much time we are wasting. We don't bother about all these. Only we are thinking about the increasing the profitability to the targeted level. We don't think about the time. That targeted level of the profitability is to be achieved within the period or without the period, that we forget. That's why one of the limitation is time factor. A profit and the rupee, e financial management lone one of the important task is present value of money. The rupee which is earned today is more valuable. The rupee which is going to be earned tomorrow, ante today మన చేతిలో 1000 ఉంటే అది ఎక్కువ వాల్యుబుల్, టుమారో వచ్చే 1000 ఎక్కువ వాల్యుబుల్. సో టుడే ఏమైనా చేయగలం మనం. టుడే ఒక 1000 ఇంకో చోట ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేస్తే వీఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు గెట్ సమ్ అడిషనల్ 500 as the benefit. But tomorrow 1000 ki is there the chance of earning 500 of today? Tomorrow 1000 ki undadu. Kabatti the rupee which is earned today is more valuable than the rupee which is going to be earned tomorrow. That's why time anedi ikkada one of the important task. A time sense ni ikkada sometimes, not all the times, Sometimes some of the persons, they ignore the time factor. And the next one is the term profit is used as the vague. ఇందాకే మనం చెప్పుకున్నాము, ఓనర్ ఓరియంటెడ్ కాన్సెప్టా, ఆపరేషనల్ కాన్సెప్టా, గ్రాస్ ప్రాఫిటా, నెట్ ప్రాఫిటా, ఇవేవి కూడా పట్టించుకోదు. రిసిప్ట్ వచ్చిందా 1 lakh లోకి యాడ్ చేయడము. అలా ప్రాఫిట్ అంతటిని, వచ్చిన అమౌంట్ అంతటిని, రిసిప్ట్ అమౌంట్ అంత, సపోజ్ ఇక్కడ మనం ఒక చిన్న ఎగ్జాంపుల్, డిప్రిషియేషన్ కొంత అమౌంట్ ని డిడక్ట్ చేస్తాం. డిడక్ట్ చేసిన తర్వాత అమౌంట్ వీ డోంట్ పే టు ద అదర్స్, అవుట్ సైడర్స్. దట్ అమౌంట్ ఈస్ టు బి కెప్ట్ ఇన్ ద ఫార్మ్ ఆఫ్ రిజర్వ్, డిప్రిషియేషన్ రిజర్వ్ అకౌంట్. అకౌంట్ లో మనం మెన్షన్ చేస్తాం కానీ రికార్డ్స్ లలో, బట్ అమౌంట్ ఏం మనం ఎవరికి పే చేయం కదా. దట్ అమౌంట్ ఈస్ దేర్ విత్ అస్ ఓన్లీ. సో దాన్ని కూడా మనం ప్రాఫిట్ లోకి యాడ్ చేసుకొని వి అచీవ్ ప్రాఫిట్ మాక్సిమైజేషన్ అని చెప్పేదానికి లేదు. అలా చేస్తున్నారు కాబట్టే ద టర్మ్ ప్రాఫిట్ ఈస్ యూజ్డ్ యాజ్ ద వేగ్ ఫ్యాక్టర్. ఇక్కడ క్లియర్ గా ఏది ప్రాఫిట్, అల్టిమేట్ గా షేర్ హోల్డర్స్ కి విచ్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాఫిట్ ఈస్ ఎలిజిబుల్ టు ఎంజాయ్, ఇదంతా కూడా మనం కీన్ గా అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తేనే అర్థమవుతుంది. అదర్వైజ్ ఇది కూడా వన్ ఆఫ్ ది లిమిటేషన్ గా ఇక్కడ తీసుకుంటాం. అండ్ ఇట్ ఇగ్నోర్స్ ద రిస్క్ ఫ్యాక్టర్. సో ప్రాఫిట్స్ అక్కడ మాక్సిమైజ్ చేసుకోవాలన్న ఇంటెన్షన్ తో వీ డోంట్ బాదర్ అబౌట్ ద రిస్క్ వాట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి కమ్ ఇన్ ద ఫ్యూచర్ పీరియడ్. ఇప్పుడు ప్రైస్ ని తగ్గించేస్తాం, ప్రైస్ ని తగ్గించి టూ మచ్ ఆఫ్ ద కస్టమర్స్ ని తీసుకుంటాం, ఈసారికి సెల్ చేస్తాం. బట్ నెక్స్ట్ టైం కూడా బై ద ఇంక్రీజ్డ్ రా మెటీరియల్ కాస్ట్, ఇంక్రీజ్డ్ లేబర్ విత్ ద సేమ్ డిక్రీజ్డ్ ప్రైస్, ఇస్ ఇట్ పాసిబుల్ టు సెల్ టు ద కస్టమర్స్? ఇట్స్ నాట్ పాసిబుల్. డెఫినెట్ గా దాని వల్ల రిస్క్ వస్తుంది. వెన్ వీ కమ్ డౌన్ ఆఫ్ ద ప్రైస్, డెఫినెట్లీ టూ మెనీ కస్టమర్స్ కమ్ ఫార్వర్డ్ టు పర్చేస్. ఉన్న కస్టమర్స్ కి అయితే మనం ప్రైస్ ని తగ్గించి ఉన్న ప్రొడక్ట్స్ ని అయితే సేల్ చేయగలం, కానీ ఫ్యూచర్ పీరియడ్ లో, కమింగ్ డేస్ లో కూడా విత్ ద సేమ్ డిక్రీజ్డ్ ప్రైస్, ఇస్ ఇట్ పాసిబుల్ టు సెల్ ద కమోడిటీస్? ఇస్ ఇట్ పాసిబుల్ టు ప్రొడ్యూస్ ఇన్ ద వెరీ టఫెస్ట్ సిచ్యుయేషన్ ఆఫ్ ద ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్? ప్రతి ఒక్కటి రా మెటీరియల్ కాస్ట్ పెరుగుతుంది, లేబర్, టెక్నాలజీ అన్ని కూడా కాస్ట్లీవి యూస్ చేసి కస్టమర్స్ ఇంటెన్షన్ కోసము ఈ ఒక్క టైం కానీ మనం డిక్రీజ్ చేసి ప్రైస్ ని సేల్ చేసి సేమ్ ప్రాసెస్ ని ఫ్యూచర్ లో కూడా కంటిన్యూ చేయాలంటే ఇట్స్ హైలీ ఇంపాసిబుల్. సో కాంపిటీటర్స్ ని అవాయిడ్ చేసుకోవడం కోసం సమ్ ఆఫ్ ది బూస్టింగ్ ప్రాక్టీసెస్ ని ఫాలో అవుతాం అట్ ద టైమ్ ఆఫ్ అడ్వర్టైజ్మెంట్. For the purpose of maximizing our profits only, we are following all this. Is it possible to follow the same, follow like this same boosting advertisement practices in future period also? For bulk quantity point of view also, it's not possible. So some of the limitations are there to this profit maximization objective. Our limitations are these three. It ignores time factor, it ignores the risk factor, and the profit term is to be treated as the very vague factor. There is no clarity in this profit maximization objective about this profit, whether it is owner oriented, operational, gross profit, net profit, like. Now coming to the next important objective is wealth maximization objective. Wealth means whose wealth? Everybody's wealth who are involved with the business task, business organization. To each and everybody's wealth is to be focused in this wealth maximization objective. In previous slide, profit maximization, only some of the people are getting the benefit. Some of the people are enjoyed the returns of that. But now when we think of this wealth maximization objective, there are different sets of people, different categories of people who directly or indirectly involved to these businesses. Each and every persons are receiving some sort of advantage from this. That's why a wealth maximization objective, in other sense called as value maximization objective. Wealth maximization ni value maximization objective ani kuda antaru. Idi kuda ekkado bit laga adigaru meeku. What are the other names of wealth maximization? So this wealth maximization objective is to be universally accepted objective, not only in one particular place. Total accepting this wealth maximization objective, they keep their main objective as this wealth this wealth maximization objective. In simple words, wealth maximization means maximizing the present value of a course of action. Whatever may be the course of action they are doing, that course of action present value is to be maximized with the help of this. So ala present value maximize అవుతుందంటే the rupee which is in today, just now I told na 1000 rupees zeros unte tomorrow 1000 valuable, today 1000 valuable, today 1000 is more valuable. అలాగే present value of today maximize చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్తే there is there is no question about the facing the problem of risk. So that's why a present value of a course of action ni here we need to maximize. Whenever we try to maximize the present value of the amount, then automatically each and every people amount is going to be maximized. Here, who are the concerned persons to the businesses whose wealth is focused in this wealth maximization objective? If we think like that, here these are the people: lenders, creditors. Lenders means the persons who provided capital support to our business. Creditors, the persons who provided raw material on credit basis to our business. Workers, who are involved in the form of daily wage. Employees, who are engaging their duties in the organization. Workers wages తీసుకుంటారు, employees salaries తీసుకుంటారు. Public, through the form of some infrastructural facilities, public may get some sort of advantage. Society, through the form of some donations, like society also may get some sort of benefit. Customers, least price ki qualitative product ni provide చేస్తారు కాబట్టి customers also get some favorable product with favorable price. And management, so whoever are involved in the management aspect, all those are getting higher amount of salaries. Employer, who involved in the process of giving employment to all the people, he is nothing but the role of owner or manager. Employer is also getting some sort of benefit. That means after meeting all the expenditure, rest of the amount is to be managed by the employer only na, owner only na, enjoyed by the owner only na. And the next one is government, through the form of prompt payment of tax and other income tax, road transport tax, like so through varieties of taxes, varieties of fees, government also getting some sort of advantage. So under this wealth maximization, lenders ki proper interest we are paying, creditors ki in time payment we are paying, workers ki wages, prompt wages, higher wages, salaries, public ki infrastructural facilities, society ki some sort of donations, some community developmental activities, customers ki favorable prices ki products, management and employer ki proper returns and salaries, benefits, government ki through the form of andari wealth ni here we are observing. That's why the main objective of this is of the wealth maximization is value maximization. Each and every people value is going to be upgraded here, maximized. That's why this objective is to be treated, accepted by the universal people. Universally accepted objective enti ani question raise aithe definite ga we used to say wealth maximization. Now coming to the scope of the financial management. So is I continue the class some more for some more time, or if I need to take the break in the sense close for today's session? So Narayana?
Yes, madam, you can continue from tomorrow onwards.
Tomorrow, okay, ma. Today
interact with the participant. That is the madam personally, she is interested and she herself come before to take these classes. So on behalf of organizers and from the participant side, I am just to give a big claps to you, madam. Very much thankful to you, madam, because you took your own initiation. I did not ask you, madam, can you take classes? That is the teacher always we are expecting. Then wherever you have an opportunity to take classes, you come before and then you are the role model for all of us, madam. You only just, I remember that day you said, Ranganath, if there is no problem, then definitely I will also take classes for any subject. I thank on behalf of the organizers, madam. And coming to the class, I sat for almost 1 hour class. I listened everything in your class, madam. It's a fabulous, madam. Fantastic. No way to tell something which need to be improved. Actually, wherever it requires the objective type questions, you touched all the objective type questions also, madam. And apart from that, that language part, it was happened in the last classes also for our experience. Participants always wanted to deliver in bilingual. That only thing need to be changed, madam. Other than that, the point-to-point differentiation, that concept-oriented, after conceptual clarification, how you put across to the participants regarding the objective type questions. I picked today in the today's class almost 4 to 5 objective type questions. You just referred, this is the objective type questions which I have come across somewhere. That's what you mentioned here and there. If you make it more objective type questions like that, that will be definitely helpful to them, all of the participants. That is from my side, and thanks a lot, madam. I think this is the today's first class. Maybe the participants, we informed them little late. That is the reason why it was only up to 33 members. Now it is coming down to 24. From today, tomorrow onwards, it is going to be 40 to 50 members, definitely, madam, because regularly we have minimum 50 members, madam. So, Narayana, one request from my side, madam is giving her time, so we will definitely we will get benefit out of the madam experience. We can do one thing. We will ask madam to take classes on Sunday as well as Saturday too. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Unfortunately, madam was disconnected due to some technical issues, and madam called me and said tomorrow she will take at 7 p.m. So all the participants, you just join at 7 p.m. tomorrow. Thank you.